Today I'm going to review this CountyLine Auger. This is the Tractor Supply brand. The reason I end up getting this auger, I don't need one that often. I was putting some electric poles in to stabilize a carport that I had. It was in the wind just kind of blowing, and I put some extra poles in. And I went to a rental place, bought what's supposed to be a really nice heavy duty auger. It was a beast. I put it on this tractor and the auger must have just been bad because it would not drill holes. It would go down about 6 inches and that's about it. The carport was about to blow away. It was about to blow over, so I needed one. So in a pinch, without any research, I went and bought this CountyLine auger. This is the 12-inch auger. They have some smaller sizes, I think, but I got the 12-inch auger. I really couldn't be more pleased for this cheap auger. I've drilled probably 30 holes with it so far. I've planted trees, I've put in posts. You know, if you are a farm and you're putting in, 1,000 fence posts on your farm, you may want to go find something that's a little more high quality. But I really have had no issues with this thing. I could see myself using this the rest of my, farming. I'm not really a farmer, but just around the farm, right? Planting trees. I used it to plant trees. I drilled a couple, 3 holes with it. Turn the throttle way down and let it go slow. And when you go down a little bit, you want to pull up, raise this back up because it will bury itself quick. So it really does self-tap and go into the ground quickly. I've hit several rocks with it. If you're hitting rocks that are about this big or smaller, I've had no issues with them just getting rid of those rocks. Now, if you hit a big rock, I don't know that any auger is going to do that well, but you won't be able to drill the hole there. You'll have to get in and bust that rock up. And if you hit something that's just on the side that you really can't get rid of that rock, you might have some troubles. But I'm in pretty rocky, reclaimed mine land is what my land is here. So I have where they busted up all the rocks, took the coal out, and then they put all the rocks back on. So I have a lot of rocks on my property, and I've been able to drill holes. There's been like 1 or 2 places that I've hit such big rocks that I've had to just move the hole. But it does a great job. I'm going to do a pavilion build and you'll see it in action there. I might have some videos for you there. But I would buy it again. Like I said, unless you are a big time farmer and you're building fence rows, or you're using this auger for, commercial work, that's your job, and you might want to get something a little higher quality, but you're probably going to use a skid steer or something anyway. I have mine in the top pin with this arm. My tractor has 3 arms. I have in the top pin. It seems to be working. It's got some flexibility here that you can adjust, right? So I could pick this up. I do find it doesn't quite get off the ground as high as I would like it to get off the ground when I'm just traveling. You could move it up to this hole, but then I started running it. It runs in and starts hitting your ropes support right there. So you can only go up so far, and so it won't hit the ground, but it's not a lot of clearance. So it's not something you want to leave on your tractor if you're going and traveling a lot. So I pretty much put it on when I'm using it, take it off when I'm not using it. It is pretty easy to take on the, I'm going to take it off anyway, so I might as well go ahead and remove this. What I really like is how this goes on. A lot of attachments have the little push button, and that's kind of hard for me sometimes to get. This one is a pull in like this, and it really works pretty nice. I kind of like it. I wish some of my other attachments had that kind of PTO attachment, because it works really good. It comes with these legs or these arms for whenever you store it. You can store it to where it won't fall over. So these come up in here like that, and that way this will stay stabilized. I'll take a picture, show you when I get it done, but you just put these in here like this. Works great. Here's a picture of it stabilized with those legs.
I wish I'd have had this channel back when I built that boat so I could have showed you that process. That was a really fun build.
But I've had this thing for about 3 years now, probably about 30 holes, so it's not a lot of use, but I like to use things for several years before I do reviews. You know, don't want to just do a review 2 weeks after. And, you know, I would buy this again, no problem. I wouldn't even blink an eye. I actually would not want to spend more money for higher quality, because this, for me, and how many holes I'm going to drill in my life, which might be 300 or 400, this is good enough quality, and I'll spend my high quality money on a woodworking tool or something, you know, like that. So.
And here I am going to show this auger in action. So I do turn the throttle down, I told you that. The reason is because this thing will take off self-tapping really fast, and I have heard horror stories from multiple brands of augers where the auger will just bury itself, and then you don't have a reverse on your PTO, so you can't just reverse this and back it out. So that's why I think you need to go slow with these and don't let it bury itself. You can kind of tell when it's getting ready to take off. Of course, you could shove the clutch in, stop it from spinning, and then pull it up. You can do that, and then you can turn your clutch back on, and it'll like throw the dirt outside the hole. That might actually be a better process, but I didn't do that here in this video. I just kept it going. So I just go down about 8 to 12 inches and then pull it up like that before it takes off. Now, I told you I'm doing a pavilion build. I hope to show that as a series, so I might delay showing those videos until I have at least a few parts of that completed. But I thought, hey, this was a good opportunity to show this post hole digger or this auger in action and kind of do a review. I like to do reviews, good or bad, for things, especially when I don't see a whole lot of reviews for certain tools or equipment. I'm just trying to fill a void on YouTube. So hopefully this is helpful to someone out there. It's also here in Southern Ohio, it's been near 100 degrees for most of June, and my wood shop really isn't air conditioned that well, so I don't feel super motivated to go out into the wood shop and sweat and make some wood turning videos right now. So I do apologize for that. I will get back to that as we get some cooler mornings, cooler evenings. So right now I'm just taking advantage, hopping on a tractor and doing some work for the 1 hour that it's below 85 degrees here this summer.
I hope this review helps someone out there. If you're looking at getting an auger and you don't want to spend big money, I think this is a good option. CountyLine Auger.